Here's the thing about being a single plus-size woman having to deal with fat phobia. I think that
there's definitely time for
Look in my eyes, you seeing victory. We ain't taking L's, death to our enemies.
Even better, it doesn't even look like Bali.
You cannot stop me. Sit back and watch me straight to the top.
You can enjoy days like this.
This is it. I'm home.
Yeah, I can be independent. Yes, I do it all on my own as a single mom.
Where are we finding men now?
I want a man to fucking show up so I can be soft.
Yeah.
And I'm so sick of waiting. I just want love in my life so bad.
No matter what opposition that you bring, I will be standing cause I am the king. I am the lion. This is my jungle, like a gorilla, ready to rumble.
Just for this point in my life, like, it just feels like Jesus.
I'm a little bit on the verge of crying.
I'm literally on the verge of tears. Yet another situationship has ended.
I've been trying to meet someone, just anybody worth my time for years.
Like, as far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind.
After 3 years of living in Southeast Asia,
Thankful to be out here.
Living the dream that I'm so lucky to live.
I am done being an independent. Look at the state of me. I've decided I am no longer a strong, independent woman that needs no man.
And I was like, I weigh 220 pounds. But the thing is, I wear my weight very well.
I think there might be some better options. This is my obey.
Oh my god, the view is ridiculous.
Don't want to be single anymore. And
I will be 33 next month.
I'm fine. I need...
Guys, you gotta leave the West.
Go where you're treated best.
Yes boys, we are back with part 2 of Passport Bros. Finally, I know, I promised part 2 a long time ago, but you know, sometimes it's a bit difficult behind the scenes here to get certain videos out. So please forgive me for that. But anyways, we are back and we are jumping straight in where we left off in part 1. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, go check it out first, then come back to part 2. Otherwise, some things might not make a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, you're going Dutch? Oh!
yeah, I think it's just, I think it's bullshit.
By the way, if you are feeling the Passport Bros series, then smash that like button and let me know in the comment section if you want more of these. Anyways, enough waffling, let's get to it. So clearly, modern women absolutely hate Passport Bros because unlike men, these modern women in the West really have nowhere else to go since they all practice fake feminism.
Like, paying a bill 50-50 is bullshit.
They should pay for everything.
Men should always pay. I don't care how much money I ever make, I still want my man to pay for everything.
Yeah, real equal. And so this ability for men to simply ignore Western women, opt out of dating apps, and escape to countries where the majority of women are still feminine and kind is really starting to anger a lot of modern women.
Passport Bros be, first of all, predators.
I think going abroad, they go for women who are more vulnerable.
Okay, let's talk about Passport Bros. So the only women they'll be getting are the ones that they're paying for.
Now what's ironic here is that this lady, Jessica, who is a massive hater of Passport Bros, is actually a Passport sis herself.
That made me decide to go to Italy today. If you've ever been to the Balkans, you know what I'm talking about, and it's all men.
But yeah, you can't really expect that type of chivalry that I have found in other countries. Even in the ones that I love, that I prefer to date in, like Italy, Passport Bro movement is more American male toxicity.
Yep, classic big fat hypocritical feminist, traveling all over the world to meet men but then cry about it when men do the very same thing, only a lot better. Anyways, not only is Jessica here traveling all over Europe trying to find a great guy, she's not exactly having any luck with it.
German men I felt were very similar to American men. They want to go 50-50. If they do pay, they're definitely expecting something. If you don't give them something, there's some resentment. Is with the men these days, sitting on the, kind of sitting on the outskirts, waiting for women to make the first.
I don't like it, y'all. And this is universal. Like, I'm even finding Italian men doing this.
Haha, yeah. Definitely not a great idea to go to Europe if you don't want to do 50-50.
You go on that first date and the woman pays for you?
Yeah, it's fine for me.
In fact, as a Dutchie myself, we do not try to impress women with fancy cars to pick them up from a date. No, we show up on bicycles and she can hop on or she can just meet us at the bar or the restaurant. We Dutchies really don't care how she gets there, just as long as she gets there on time. We really do care about that. And so you see, this proves what I've been saying, which is that modern women are all trapped in their own bullshit, leaving them with nowhere to go. Because nowhere outside of America are men going to cater to this nonsense, and on top of that, more and more American men are now waking up to the fact that there is a whole world out there where women actually like men.
Gray is cooking up an absolute storm. You're cooking 3 Filipino dishes today. 4 Filipino yes!
Dessert?
There's a 4th dish, a Filipino dessert, yes.
And you can live like a king for as low as $1,000 a month.
Just like $500 per month.
The cost of living is fantastic. You can get nice places for $500-600 a month.
This is what $500 a month can get you in Bangkok, Thailand.
Yep, that's right guys. All you really need to get started as a password bro is just $2,000 of online income and some good SPF protection from all the sun you'll be getting. And to help you do just that is today's sponsor, Teach Henley. With Teach Henley, you simplify the process of taking care of your skin by providing you with all the products you need. And if you click the link down in the description, you can now get 30% off on your first box plus a free gift, which now also includes their premium nail clipper set or the scrubber. Now the Teach Henley box comes with a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, which you'll definitely be needing when you're living the passport bro dream. And if you're not sure what to do about skincare, then Teach Henley makes this super easy with their essential routine at level 1, all the way up to their anti-aging routine at level 3. By the way, if you become a Teach Henley member, you'll get 20% off for life, plus access to exclusive monthly deals. And on top of that, you also get free US shipping. So guys, click on the link down in the description to get 30% off on your first box and get started with Teach Henley today. So now that men in the West are waking up and they're saying we are done with the games and these stupid dating apps and are now discovering new and better worlds, the women in the West are actually finding this out the hard way, and it's not pretty.
I'm tired of the dating game. Yeah, I got ready for no reason.
I've been single for 7 years. I deserve someone to share who I am with.
I deserve somebody. I deserve to find somebody.
I'm 30 and beginning to think that this whole dying alone thing isn't gonna be like a running joke. It's gonna be reality.
I used to talk so much shit about girls who settled, and now I hope to become one.
Yeah, now they want to settle. Not so funny anymore, huh, when men are no longer playing along and you have to deal with the consequences of your action. Which is why modern women will now try to scare dudes into not dating foreign women.
They're going to use you. They're going to treat you worse than American women. They have higher expectations.
Because according to them, these foreign women simply do not speak English and are too stupid to understand you.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education.
They don't know what's available to them.
The standards are a little lower over there because most of the women come from poverty, right?
It is truly amazing how no one will ever be more condescending to women than a feminist, since these women are basically comparing foreign women to monkeys that can't read or write. Like, hello, do you realize that half the planet pretty much speaks or at least understands basic English? And if you've ever dated in Italy or Spain, then you know that women in the Philippines and other Asian countries are actually much better at speaking English than many Italian or Spanish women. As a matter of fact, they speak better English than whatever the hell this is.
So I don't want to talk like that. Hey, Zaddy, you're supposed to be best friend. What do you want to tell us?
Oh lord. Anyways, let's actually pull up the official global index for English proficiency to see what's going on. Boom, the Dutchies are rocking the #1 spot, awesome. But in second place already, you find Singapore. And at number 15, still classified as high proficiency, you find Romania. Followed by a whole bunch of Eastern European countries, which by the way is a great alternative to Southeast Asia if you are not into Asian women.
Oh shit, here we go! It's on! Race war!
Yes, I know, nowadays in Snowflake land, race is such an incredible touchy subject, and even just mentioning a type is now considered white supremacy or racism. But on this channel, we do not give a fuck, okay? Because men like what they like. It's as simple as that.
It would be with like a busty blonde or an Asian with pointy nipples.
Exactly, Ari. I mean, let's be honest, we are talking after all about traveling abroad to find a better life and start dating better women. So yeah, what those women look like and if you are attracted to them plays a huge role. Anyways, back to the proficiency index, where we see that at number 20, the Philippines still sits 15 spots above Spain and Italy at number 35. So clearly, you can find plenty of women in both Asia and Eastern Europe who speak English at a very high level, making dating abroad a lot easier. But not only do plenty of foreign women speak English, their countries also have these magical buildings.
Hello everyone. Hi. My name is Jack. I am from Australia. Moving into the IT class. Let's go. Hello students. How are you? So even the king has set up coding for kids, which you know is so important these days.
Called high schools and universities, where they actually learn
Almost every Mexican girl I've gone out with here is well educated, they have a high paying job, they're like an engineer or a supply chain manager or a dentist or a doctor or a lawyer.
So you're not dating some savage from a remote village,
women that don't have education,
cut off completely from modern technology. No, you're actually dating a regular woman who has a job or is studying or even does volunteer work.
Have you been to parties or found yourself ever in a really bad neighborhood?
Yeah, I work in a favela in Brazil.
Wow, you worked in the favela.
Yeah.
Wow, what were you doing in the favela?
I was volunteering for kids.
It's an angel over here. That's amazing.
Ah, simply beautiful. And a big change from dating in the West, where the village toad has the audacity to demand hundreds of dollars so that you can be graced by her royal presence.
Here are some things I expect a man to pay for while I'm dating him or we're in a relationship. All dates. My nails to be done, my conditioners, my leave-ins. Eventually, you're gonna have to pay my rent.
Yeah, this is what you call not knowing your worth. But anyways, dating overseas in a lot of these countries is truly going back in time with old school values in a modern world where women are simply dating with intent and not just to cure their boredom for when Chad is finally done banging some other girl.
Another big cultural difference is the level of flakiness. This was such a big frustration for me in the US because it seemed like about half of the dates that I would schedule, they would cancel on me. Whereas here in Mexico, once I have a date scheduled, there's like a 90% chance that that's going to happen.
You see, these foreign women are not some poor little village girl needing super gringo to come and save her, but she's actually just living a normal life and she's happy to stay in her own country. Which actually makes it more likely that when you find someone to date, she's not dating you for your money or a green card, since a lot of these women do not want to leave their families. Now obviously, women that want to exploit you do exist over there, and yes, if you're being an idiot, you can easily be taken advantage of. But how is that any different from your life in the West?
They should pay for everything.
Men should always pay.
I mean, in the West, plenty of women are taking advantage of men on a massive scale, where the majority of women are simply using men for attention and money and are even dating multiple men at the same time. So let's not pretend that men are only going to be taken advantage of when they go overseas. This is completely ridiculous. At least overseas, you have far more women to choose from that actually want to date with intent, since it's still embedded in the culture. While in the West, you can choose from all the wonderful women who are bragging about not wanting to have kids. Seriously, as if modern women weren't unappealing enough, now they don't even want to have kids, meaning there's literally no reason to date them. And so not only are you more likely to find women that actually want kids when you go overseas, it's also a lot easier and cheaper to start a family in most of these countries.
To the left, you can see what looks like a baby orangutan, but it's actually my son Teddy. Raising a family in Philippines is a lot more affordable and a lot more accessible than back home.
Now before I wrap up this video, I need to debunk one more absolutely disgusting tactic that so many women are using to hate on passport bros, which is the allegation of tourism.
The part about the passport bros that nobody wants to mention is a lot of these men are actually going overseas to underage girls.
Yeah, those are not passport bros, you absolute moron. Because older men in their 50s and 60s traveling to certain Asian and African countries for girls and boys, mind you, of a particular age range has been going on for decades and already has a name. It's called tourism by pedophiles, and it was going on way before the passport bro movement even became a thing. So looping that group of degenerates into the passport bro movement is just sick, and yet again proves my point about modern women always trying to criminalize normal male behavior that they don't like. Because the concept of passport bros is a direct consequence of a totally f***ed up dating market in the West caused by dating apps, social media, and feminism. And it has nothing to do with that kind of depravity. This also takes us to one of the darker sides of being a passport bro, and for some reason modern women really seem to take pleasure from this, and that is passport bros who ended up dead.
Passport bros are getting killed. Try doing better, okay?
Know that those actions are now coming with consequences.
Geez, I wonder why men are running away from these women. They seem so lovely, right? Now don't be alarmed by this news of passport bros dying in Colombia, since this is all easily avoidable. And it all comes down to following some basic common sense steps. Because first of all, you simply don't have to go to Colombia. Since even though Colombia is very popular and has a lot of beautiful women, it is also not a particularly safe country, and there are literally dozens of better options out there. But if you do want to go to Colombia, then at least have some basic situational awareness, because Medellin, Colombia is not the same as Zermatt, Switzerland or Copenhagen, Denmark. And a lot of these guys that got killed were not looking to meet a nice wholesome girl, they were trying to get laid, and they were being idiots about it. Which means that this danger of getting killed is not exclusive to passport bros, since it applies to anyone who's being an idiot in South America. This was part 2 of Passport Bros. Please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos.